Hey everyone, Key of W here with Gemcraft Chasing Shadows. Every time I boot this game, it always boots to hex tile F. We're not over in hex tile F. We're up here in hex tile H. We're finishing up. We just got a couple more to go. And did we set our skills where we like them? Yeah, we did. So, still not putting anything into freeze, because the slight reduction in charge time isn't going to help me right now. So let's head to H5. Looks like we have another level with the Bloodbound gems. That'll be nice. Let's set our skills again. Every time I boot the game, it resets those, so or battle traits, not skills. All right, let's take a look at this one. We looks like we only have one entrance, but we have a bunch of monster nests, and they are all indestructible, so nothing we can do about them. We can make sure there's only one way to the orb, so we'll block this path here. We also don't have a lot of paths that are large enough to accommodate a trap, so we can put a trap here. And in this area, let's make sure everyone... Okay, there's nothing we can do about this monster nest. It is going to head down this way. We can't block it. So we can block this path, make everyone go through here, and we can put a second trap here. The monsters from this nest won't hit it. So we can let's fill this trap first. And then in these towers, we're going to do a mix of Bloodbound and mana leeching, just for the extra hit. Yeah, sure, a pure Bloodbound would eventually be stronger than a dual, but not initially, and also getting that extra mana leech will be helpful. Yeah. Alright, let's make a few more towers. Can I make... I can make 3 of these. Let's do that. Let's save some mana in reserve, but I do want to... You know what? Let's start enraging these waves, see what we got. Let's make sure this is ready. Let's actually block this, make the path as long as possible. And I think we're good. I'll eventually put a gem in there, but I don't need to right away. So let's just get these guys down. Oh, there is one other thing in this level that we haven't talked about yet. What is this? This is a Possession Obelisk. Randomly strengthens and enhances monsters. So, at certain intervals, this thing is going to zap a monster, and that monster will be buffed. And it will be buffed quite considerably. So, there's nothing we can do about it. We cannot attack this, we can't gem bomb it to death, we can't break it, we can't stop it from doing its thing. All we can do is sit and suffer while it buffs the monsters around us. Nothing else we can do about this. Let's just keep an eye on it. Yeah, there we go. It just buffed. Oh, it buffed one here. So it forces gem resocketing in 3 tiles around it. So if we kill it far enough away, it won't do anything. That's fine. Forcing gem resocketing means it basically removes the gem and then resockets, so you have to wait for it to do that. That's annoying when that happens. Let's get another poison gem in here. Let's upgrade this gem. Alright, we should be good. And yeah, we'll start with that. I think we're fine. Let's get another gem. We almost have... There we go. Let's actually upgrade our poison traps too. Oh, yep, you just buffed a guy. Which one did you buff? I might have killed it with poison. We're good. Yeah, the buffs at first aren't that strong, but later in this level, by the time we get to wave 40 or so, a buff could make a monster nearly indestructible. Let's get another gem. Let's get this one level 5. And actually level 6 would be good on that. At some point I might need this freeze spell, but I'm doing okay without it. So I've been dropping level 1 gem bombs on these. I could drop higher level gem bombs and drop fewer of them. So like dropping 1 level 2 gem bomb is the same as dropping 2 level 1s as far as what the rage modifiers are. So I might want to do that. It's a bit more expensive because each level 2 gem bomb is costing, you know, about 200 mana instead of about 50. But it means that, you know, I've dropped 6 gem bombs. If I dropped 3 level 2 gem bombs, I would get the same modifiers without the beacon appearing. So I do have to take care of the beacons that appear. Anyway, let me bring this up to level 7, so I just have something ready to go there. I'll do this. Let's start upgrading these as well. Yeah, gotta get rid of those. Ah, this guy was upgraded. Heals nearby monsters when killed. That's annoying. Drops 3 spawnlings when killed, each having 300 hit. Oh my goodness. That is annoying. Alright, let's get rid of this. Yeah. Okay, let's get another one of these. Appears that this guy is going to be doing the majority of the work until I start upgrading some other gems. Let's get you to level 4. There shouldn't be any level 3 gems over here. Okay. Alright. Wait a little bit more on mana. Yeah, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. Oh, he just upgraded this guy. Yeah, I think it's the same upgrade every time. Forces gem resocketing, heals nearby monsters, and drops spawnlings on death. That is really annoying, I'm just gonna say. Let's get a level 8 gem here. Yeah, I already dropped that. Bring you to level 7. That should be enough to kill these guys. Yep, we're good. Actually, you know what? Bring that to level 7. 1,000 damage? Yeah, that'll clear out some of these guys. Actually, clear out everybody that walks over it. That's good. Probably also bring this one up to level 7 too. As soon as I get the mana for that. In the meantime, I should probably have some higher rated gems. Here, you go to level 5. And let's just run, because I think we'll be fine with what we got. There we go. You're level 7 now, and then so are you. And then just run it. I think we're good on that. Got a lot here. Let's get those up. And we should be able to... Actually, let's wait till we get to mana pool level 9. There we go. Mana pool level 9. Should be good. I'm trying to bring all of these up so they're all at the same level so we can start combining them to make one Mega Gem. Oh, hold on. We got... Oh, that's... I don't want to use that. Hit enemies, stop healing temporarily. We're not worried about that right now. 30,000 mana. Is that enough? Okay. It's a start. Everyone's at level 7. Alright, this last guy, he's gonna drop, yep. So yeah, the Possession Obelisk was annoying, but not strong enough to stop us from doing what we always do. But it is possible to underestimate that. And if you did this level, maybe not as strong as we did it, like if I kept my gems at lower levels, the Obelisk would have made the enemies too hard to kill. 13 channel cores. That obelisk. I'll pronounce it however I feel like. Corrupted monsters with demonic powers. Is this an instrument of the Forgotten? What is her agenda? Killing me, probably? Is she preparing for an assault? She can't take the Spiritforge. The shield around it would repel any attack, and she surely knows that. Alright. Initial mana. At least it's not a corner fragment. Okay, let's get into endurance mode. So I want to have at least 2. You know what? I'm actually going to just jump to a level 9 immediately. So this should take care of some guys. There. And And then eventually we'll be able to upgrade these other guys, but we'll see how far we last, because the Possession Obelisk does make this level a little bit harder to survive endurance mode. Man, it is already a bit of a struggle. Let's get these into a level 9, and then into a level 10. These to level 8. And then that's a level 9. This is level 8. One more of these, I should be good enough. There. 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 Oh, not enough mana yet. Alright, fine. There we go. Now I got a level 11 gem. I don't think we're going to get up to level 12, because that would require 150,000 mana. We are probably going to die in the next minute, so that's probably what's going to happen. This gem is nice and powerful, but these guys have 10,000 HP on them, so... what would I want to do with this extra mana? One thing I could do is upgrade these traps to level 8. That's not going to kill anybody, but it is... it's not even going to kill swarmlings, but it will at least make them a little bit softer. Yeah, let's see. I don't think we're going to get much further. 120,000 XP? Let's go for that. Oh dear. Oh dear. These guys are too strong. Okay. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, not even 120,000. Alright, whatever. That's alright. 109,000 is a pretty respectable amount. Yeah. Should give us a couple level ups. There we go. So, inner fragment, 17 initial mana. And we'll bump it up to the max. So it's 53 initial mana. Alright, let's head to H3. This is the Wizard Tower location for this hex tile. Yeah. Don't think there's anything else. Oh, hold on, let's look at our skills. Let's look at our skills. We should have a bunch of points. What would I want to spend it on? I think I'm just going to spend one more on traps. And we'll jump right in. Alright. So, looks like we got 2 entrances. So this helix spiral thing going on is all well and good. I could drop walls to force enemies to, you know, take this path, but why would I do that? If I start setting everything up here, I have to do it twice. I'd have to set towers up here and here, spend twice as much mana to get the same result. I think I'd rather just... I don't know, I might want to put some stuff here, but I think most of my work is going to be done in this central area. So let's force enemies to take one path. We get a couple gems to start. Let's put a tower here and a tower there. This is going to attack structures, so we can start in on this, but this guy is going to actually attack the enemies here. Let's make sure we have a nice strong... You know what? I'm going to use a pure critical hit gem? No, not a pure. I'm going to use yellow-red. It'll eventually do some critical hits. I'll upgrade it at some point, but not right now. Level 4 is certainly enough to take care of these guys. So actually, a poison trap would be really good here. What else could I do? Let's do another thing. We're going to do chain hit. Chain hit. Armor check. Oops. Now I'd have to upgrade this and combine them. Well, that's great. That was a good move by me. Let's not do that. Let's do this. And then this is our gem bomb to enrage these waves. Is this an attacking structure? Yeah, okay, make sure it doesn't attack the enemies going by. Alright, now we can upgrade this. Oop. Can't combine it yet. That's alright, we should be able to handle this first little wave. I hope. I just don't have enough gems here. Do that. I'll eventually duplicate this as well. I want to be careful with this level. I could easily overwhelm myself if I'm not careful. Let's put the bolt on here because it's got to attack. There's a bolt lock. It needs to be hit with bolts. Just enrage once on all these, not multiple times. And then we'll duplicate. Oops, hold on. Put that there. I want to duplicate this one as well. We just want to have a lot of gems. I think I just need one to be at a really high level. I think that's what I want. So I think we're going to have this one level 5. This should help. I also want to duplicate this poison trap, because this is an issue right here. We're just being overwhelmed with these guys. Okay, sure. Yeah. Let's do that. That should clear them out a bit. Duplicate here. I'll eventually drop some chain hit into it, but my plan here with the chain hit, I think we talked about this last time, is that if you make the chain hit, let's say I do a level 1 or a grade 1 green and grade 1 red, the chain hit is 50% of it, meaning the poison value is very low once they're mixed together. But if I make a high level poison gem and then put a small chain hit gem into it, it won't upgrade the gem's grade, but it will make the chain hit effect without reducing the poison damage by too much. So let's upgrade both of these to level 4. Let's upgrade this to level 6. And then we'll eventually duplicate these. We'll duplicate that as well. What's going on here? Oh, we got a thing. Oh, I don't care about the apparition. Alright, let's duplicate you. Should be good. Almost. Okay, and you. Alright, so I broke that. Is that right? Cool. Let's do this. Oh, because I get... Right, I've upgraded. I'm at level 9 on the bolt spell, so 15 shots. These take 30 shots each, so only 2 applications of the bolt spell is enough. So I feel like the trap... Ooh! Spectre, Corrupted Apparition, immune to barrage shells, does not regenerate. Steals gems. So this guy's going to go after my strongest gem and try to steal it. So I'm going to set him to attack a special entity. So once this guy gets close enough, he's going to attack. Let's also make sure these guys aren't a problem. Oh, I froze the Spectre too. I didn't realize you could do that. Well, I guess you can do that. Let's upgrade our traps here. Nice. Don't touch my gems. Okay. Set you there. Level 5 is fine. Let's upgrade you. Let's upgrade this one as soon as I get a chance here. Hold on. Level 7 gem is good. And then this should finish off that bolt, and then we'll combine it with this gem here. Let's upgrade this one to level 6, and then add a level 1 gem into it. So you see it still does quite a bit of poison damage. If this dual red-green was made of a grade 5 green and a grade 5 red, it would do about 100-something poison damage, just a little under 200. This does over 360 because the way I've mixed them together. And the 2.81 chain hit length is plenty. I don't need to worry about any more than that. Of course, a level 6 pure here is going to be much better. 528, but that's fine. So this should help whittle these guys down. Let's do this. A few more. There. Let's get both of these up to level 5. That should be good. How much more? Almost. This should go up to level 8 as soon as I get my mana here. Let's do that. There we go. Level 8. Let's start enraging these guys. Put this here. We can combine that, make level 5. You can be level 5 gems. There we are. These should be higher grades. Alright, cool, we're in a good position. This level I found when I was practicing, if I started enraging waves too early before I had this set up, I would just get overwhelmed. So it's good to start a little bit slower on this level. Oop, this is a bit much here. I'll use my freed skill if I need to. But we can bring both of these up to level 7. Yeah, this is about 70% of what that is. Okay. Uh-huh. You know what? There we go, level 7. Okay. Yeah, these guys are toast. Do I want to add... Yeah, let me add this in. The 755 is enough damage. I just need it to hit all the guys instead of just one of them. So now what I want to do... Let me bump this up to 8. Oops, that was... We're going to make a trap here. I'm going to put this guy in it and make it ignore armor. 13% chance to deal almost 4 times the damage. This should also kill enemies pretty good. Yeah. You know what? Ow. I think we're in a good spot to just kind of run to the end of this level. Ooh, hold on. No, no. Well, I can upgrade this, but I think I want to wait till I get a little bit of a payday here. You know what? Go for it. Raw minimum damage 300 or higher? Okay. Let's see if I don't overwhelm myself with those giants. That's a bit of a risk there. There we go. Just have the trap kill them there. Get rid of these. I don't need to worry about that. There we go. 2 level 9ers. Oh, this is a stronger beacon. We're doing good. That's fine. They keep coming. Beat 45 waves. Yeah, we're fine. Awesome. That didn't end up being too bad. That was almost 100,000 XP right there. Let's see how much longer we can keep this train going. A specter, an hey, I was reading that. A specter, an apparition twisted by demons. It can be very dangerous with a lust for gems. I'd better watch out. Better not cry. Swap my gems if I need to, and focus on the specter to have my gems fire at it, even throw gem bombs to stop it. Or I could hide my gems and offer a low-grade gem for it to steal. So these are all wonderful strategies, but it's probably best to just make your strongest gem target the specter, because the specter is going to head toward it, and the strongest gem should kill it before it reaches there. Unless your strongest gem is terrible. Yeah, another corner fragment. That's great. I don't get it. I'm just getting corner fragments. Okay, so let's start with a level 10 up here. Let's make this a level 9. This should be higher. This should be... That should be higher as well. Alright. These should probably be higher, but I'm not sure how important that is. I'm just going to try to squeeze as much as I can out of this. Hold on, let's get more XP by enraging these waves. I want this to be grade 8. 15% chance is still not great, but it's better than nothing. But 4.72 damage. That could do up to 600 damage just straight up. Of course, the enemy's HP is going to be way too high by that point. Alright. Question is, will I get enough mana to get this gem up to level 11? I do not think that's going to happen. I think I will die before I reach that point. That worked out. Yeah, 12,000 HP for every one of these guys. That's a lot. Of course, knocking off 1,500 at a time is always good. I might get to the point I can get a level 11 gem here. Maybe. I just need about 20,000 more mana. Oh. This is concerning. If I can get through this segment alright, we'll be good. Nope. No. Oh dear. Okay, probably not. I would need about 10,000 more mana without these guys breaking through, and I think they're going to break through. So what I could do instead is upgrade this to level 10, and then combine it and make a 3-color gem, which means its individual abilities aren't really that important anymore. Just for fun, what would this be? 18% chance to 6 times the damage? I could do over 1,000 damage just as a trap that ignores armor. That's alright. Alright, well, time to die. Ooh. Okay, that at least cleared him out for a bit. Shrines? I don't care about shrines right now. We're just doing survival. Hey, we've actually got almost 150,000 XP. Alright, this is going to be annoying. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, this is where it ends. Yeah. Yeah. Oof. Oof. Alright. 2 corner fragments. That is just so bad. Are they better corner fragments than what I've got currently? That's the question. How many achievements do we have now? 119? That's about 2/3 of the way to where I want to be. Maximum beam charge with XP gained. This is... I'm not going to take that one. The beam charge I don't care about. I don't have the beam ability. But XP gained is good. Of course, all of these are useful. This actually is less useful than that one. So I might destroy it, put this in its place, and then upgrade it once to get some extra XP. Yeah. Any others I got plenty of shadow cores. This is useless. This is already upgraded all the way. So are these, I believe, on the edge. This one is not very useful, but I'm just filling the space. That's not useful. That's not useful. Yeah, we just don't have a lot of useful talisman pieces right now. Alright, so we've unlocked the field D, well, the hex tile D and the hex tile K. I'm not going to go there right away, though. I'm going to head back to here. Now we can open this Tome Chamber, and there's a skill in here that we really want. So I want to go here first, but we're not going to do the entirety of hex tile M right now. Speaking of skill points, I'm over 400. How much do I want to keep it over 400? I actually do want... I'm going to put 1 into this, just a tiny bit, because we're going to use our freeze spell here. Oh yeah, we got the Giant Domination battle trait. So Giant Domination is going to add thicker armor to giants, just means 30% more armor, I believe. 5% more hit points and speed. Speed's not a big deal on giants, they're already very slow. Makes them harder to kill, but 1 level of Giant Domination is not a big deal. It does add 1 wave. I mean, it already adds a wave when you activate a trait, but it makes sure that the wave that is added is always a giant wave. And then in endurance mode, you have a 5% increase to how many waves will be giant waves. So endurance mode makes it way harder, but regular mode is fine. 1 wave of giants is easy. We'll do that. Uh-huh. Okay. Tome Chamber. To open, kill 81 frozen monsters within the range of 6. This is one that's actually quite tricky to open if you don't have any battle traits, because this level would only have 27 waves. You wouldn't have a lot of time. But since we have 37 waves, and I'm going to be enraging those waves, I'll have more monsters. Of course, the charging time of this is still pretty bad, but all I got to make sure is there's plenty of monsters in this area. So the way I'm going to do that, I'm going to set towers this end and traps after the towers, because the idea is monsters that get past here need to die from poison. So let's just get a poison gem going. Let's just make some combos here. Let's have them go through. There'd be a second one here, but I think first things first is I want to have this. And you know what? I've got the mana leeching gem. Let's make a mana leeching trap to start with. So, about 300 hits in, this will make its mana back and then start giving me profit. Not sure how many hits it will get, though. And then we'll start enraging. But I don't want to enrage too much. With a level like this, the danger is that I will focus too hard on the Tome Chamber and end up overwhelming myself with enemies, and they'll get through and I'll lose because I'm trying too hard to get this rather than actually killing the enemies. So I don't want to enrage too much too quickly. So we're going to build another one of these. Can't freeze anyone right now anyway, so it's okay. I'm not worried about it. Have a duplicate. We just want to make sure enemies, and also if they get through, just in case anyone gets past, this can take care of them. And then this should go up to level 4. This will at least take care of some of that. Just a little bit at a time. We'll have plenty of chances to freeze the monsters. We'll be good. By the time these swarmlings come around, we'll have our freeze spell active, and hopefully some of these will be here before they reach this point. You want to freeze them right around here. There's just not enough of them in this spot. Yeah. This guy's gonna die here. We'll be fine. In fact, let's bump this up to level 5. And let's start flooding the zone. Yeah, we're starting to deal with this because I'm being too greedy. Let's do that. And of course, that would have been the perfect time to freeze enemies, but I just wasn't ready because I froze them too early. And now we're cleared out when the frozen spell's ready. That's done. Alright, let's see about this, though. We might get overwhelmed here, which is good. We want this to be at a higher level. And then there. That's something at least. A few of these will get past though. Oh, that's... Yeah, he's gonna... A few of them will get by. What is the big deal there? Ooh, that's not good, though. And I don't have a freeze spell ready to go. Of course, what I could be doing is upgrading these gems here, rather than just letting the monsters pass by. That probably would be the right thing to do. But I'm focused too hard on this, so I'm letting myself go. That is alright. Let's make these... There. This'll be a little bit, a little better. So we'll have gems that can actually kill monsters. Should take care of some. 41 to go. We'll be fine. Let's drop a couple waves together. This might be too much. Extracts mana. Ooh. That's pretty good. That got like everybody. Alright, here we go. We're about to get crowded right here. And now, boom. That should take care of quite a bit. Only about 10 of them. That's fine. I wasn't expecting more than that, I guess. There you go, down to 12. That's pretty good. Alright, let's add this in. So yeah, that should be good. This needs to be up higher. Those there. Let's add that in. And then let's make this level 8. Alright. You know what? Let's extract some mana. There we go. Let's do it again. Oops, I just killed a bunch of guys. Alright. This'll eventually be a problem, which I like. Be a good kind of problem to have. There we go. We're good. Now I don't gotta worry about that anymore. Now I should actually worry about not getting myself killed. These will be upgraded. Okay, now I think we're good. That's a good amount of mana to extract. Oh, hold on. Goodbye. Ooh. Uh-oh. There we go. That's better. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. I mean, I definitely screwed up in a couple spots just because I was looking too hard here, not at my gems. So yeah, we got the True Colors skill. Before we check what that skill does, let's just run our endurance mode as far as we can. There. Oh, I guess not yet. They're killing them too fast. I want to have a lot of enemies on the screen when I use this. Okay. Sure. Well, let's get that up. Alright. That's something. Oh boy. Uh-oh. This is trouble. Okay. There we go. Got my level 11 gem. Let's upgrade these. And there we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, at least we got plenty of XP on that level. Hold on. I didn't give me a lot of mana, did it? Eh, whatever. 130,000 XP is good. Let's let it run. And let's check out what the True Color skill does. This is a very good skill to have. We're not going to go any further here, though. Not yet. So, the True Color skill. At the next skill level, a 3% damage and specials multiplier to pure gems. So yeah, this is incredible. So you know how poison is just going to increase the gem component power, and it's only going to do that for one gem type. And we'll have this for every single gem skill. This increases the component power and the battle damage to every gem type. So I'll just demonstrate. Let's go into this level. So field F1, who cares? We're not going to play the whole level. I'm going to just drop in, and we're going to drop not a poison gem because those are modified already. But so you have a mana leeching gem. Right now 8 to 16 damage, leeches 0.39 mana per hit. This does 6 to 22 damage, reduces armor by 1.73 per hit. So we return to the map. We go to our skills. We just put 1 in the skill so we can see what this looks like. It's not going to be much. It's only 1 level of the skill. But now it's 0.4 mana per hit. The damage hasn't changed because it's too low to be adjusted. This one now, the damage 6 to 23, reduces armor by 1.78. So yeah, we're going to want to throw a lot of points into this skill. And it also doesn't really show up much with the grade 1 gems because their abilities are so low, but at the higher grade gems, it's very noticeable. So we're going to put into this skill. If we do at least 3, the secondary ability is a 10% boost to damage and specials to dual, triple, and quad gems. So pure gems just get a 9% boost, which is nice. Makes the specials great. But the 10% boost to damage on top of the 20% boost already, and a specials multiplier, which is going to sort of mitigate the special loss from making a dual gem. Because right now you make a dual gem, specials go down to 70%. This way, they go back up to 77%. So you get this to a high enough level, and the loss from this dual gem special is made up, so it goes back up to 100%. Of course, a pure gem will be even higher because those are going up, of course, but it means that making dual gems is no longer just about the battle damage. You can make dual gems in which the special abilities are valuable as well. We're going to bump this up. I'm going to just stay above 400 skill points, so we're going to bump this up to level 6. So an 18% damage and special multiplier to pure gems, which is great. And then, of course, a 20% bonus on the dual, triple, and quad. So yeah, we'll leave that there. I still don't need anything in freeze. Who cares? Yeah, let's run with this. Let's go now to E6, because this was another one that we needed the freeze tome. You know what? Let's bring this to level 2 on Giant Domination. We're handling giants just fine. Especially now with stronger gems, we should be able to punch through their armor. Okay, 1 entrance, but there's a bunch of paths split off. So first things first, I'm going to block this one with a tower. That way I can put gems here they can attack, and they can also attack this beacon, because that's an annoying beacon to have. Freeze lock. Need to hit with 2 freeze spells, 2 freeze spells. So I need 6 freeze spells total. So we're talking about 7 minutes or so of battle time before I can take care of that. And regular shot locks. So let's start with a poison trap. So now a level 1 poison gem would be doing 13 poison damage instead of the 8 that it starts with. So the True Colors skill as well as the poison skill is bringing that up by more than 50%. And then if I drop it into here, 32 instead of the 14 you would get in a trap without any skills. So yeah, more than double. I like that a lot. But then let's upgrade this to level 3. Over 100 poison damage just from a level 3 gem. It ordinarily would be about 40. And these guys will all die from it. But of course, the trap will get overwhelmed, so it won't kill everybody. So we'll start with that. I want to mix the hit chain gems into everything up here. So let's actually start with regular gems. Let's start with a regular mana gem here. And then over here, I'm going to have it be an armor-tearing gem. And let's make the enemies go closer to the gem here instead of farther away. And then up here, we're going to drop another and have it attack structures. So yeah, 0.88 mana per hit. You know, actually, let's see what it would be. 0.46 mana per hit. Yeah. Drop that there. Structure, we'll start attacking these. This might be enough for this first couple waves. Let's also just want to enrage them a couple times. Not a ton yet. And see what this gets us. And we'll attack here. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, I don't like this beacon because it's going to make the guys faster. Okay, so I get a bunch of mana. It is time now to... I'm going to put a slowing trap here. So the thing about slow gems is that the True Colors skill is only upping the amount of time the target gets slower and not the amount that the target gets slower. So it's still 14%, it's just 2.36 seconds. The only way that I know of right now to upgrade the amount that the target gets slower is to upgrade the grade of the gem. But we'll put this here just so that enemies that go through here have to take more damage. And I'll put another trap. This is where another poison trap will go. I probably should have put that there so it didn't take a long way around. That was dumb. There we go. That was a waste of resources. Let's upgrade this. We'll have a grade 2, and when I bomb this, I'll only have to do it once. Right now, see, this has 8 monsters, 9 HP to all monsters. I did 2 gem bombs. This one gem bomb is going to do this. It's actually less HP per monster and less armor per monster. So actually, I kind of like that. More monsters that are not as strong. So I think this is how I should be doing this rather than level 1 gem bombs. Anyway, let's get this started. Once I get the mana here, we're going to put another poison trap there. Okay, duplicate. And let's put... Actually, let's make it a tower here, and then I can duplicate this. Okay, let me put a trap here. And I'm going to make this trap an armor tearing trap. So we can see armor tearing, which was 1.73, is now 2.04 per hit. I bumped this up to level 3. It's now 13 armor torn off per hit. Enemies with only 50 armor, so this is a pretty good amount to tear off. Let's just upgrade these. There we are. So I want this to go to a higher level. Let's get another gem out here. Let's bump... Oh, I need more. You know what? Let's bump this up again. Twice. 24 extra monsters with 14 XP per monster. That's a good amount of XP up. Let's... This should be level 3. Can I upgrade this? I can. So we have a grade 6. I'm going to mix a grade 1 gem into it. So it does drop the mana leech down quite a bit, but now it's chain hit. So it's going to hit multiple enemies. Not very many multiple enemies, but it's something. I might have actually wanted to mix it in at grade 5. That might have been a better choice. So this one, let's see what happens if I mix it in grade 5. 1.15 chain hit length, but it's going to be better at grade 6. So yeah, 1.2, 1.15. It's really not much of a difference. Same amount of mana leech. So this is actually a better gem than that. It's doing more damage too. Tell you what, let's replace the gem. Oh, I'll need a little bit more mana to do that though. Oh, these guys are getting through. So we're going to X that, duplicate that, and get ready to go. You know what? I should probably use my freeze on the locks there. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? These should be upgraded, as well as the poison traps. The poison traps aren't cutting it anymore. So, level 5, and then these should be level 5 as well. And then we're going to add in... So right now they're doing 14 armor tearing. I drop it down to about 10. But 10 on everybody rather than 14 on one guy. How are we on these? These are almost dead. Let's mix here. Okay. Let's bump this to 6, that to 6. That's when we mix this in. So yeah, 2.87 chain damage is great. 435 poison damage is also fine. Alright. Okay. This should go up to level 7. So should this one eventually. We'll mix and match those. How strong are these giants? 10,000 HP is pretty bad. You know what? I should block this off, make everyone go around a long way. These guys are really taking a lot of hits. There we go, that's better. Let's bump this up to level 5. 36 armor shaved off. That's a fair amount. Alright, what's left? That. I want to mix this in with one of these guys here. Actually, no. Let's get rid of it and then use the mana to just upgrade. This one. It's a slightly more expensive now gem than it would be otherwise because of the way I've mixed them together. But I think it's worth it for the regular level. It'll make endurance mode a little harder, but that's okay. That's not that much. Oh right, destroy that. There was still one left, forgot about it. 36 extra monsters, that'll be tough. Cool. Alright, that was pretty good. Cool. Easy. This should be at level 7. This should be at level 7 because it gives me that extra 10% or whatever boost. Because the poison skill, once you get a gem up to grade 7 or higher, it gives it a... Actually, I think it's a 15% boost at the level I'm at. Alright. Adaptive Carapace. New map hex tiles, new field tokens. Let's see how far I can take this one. We're going to mix this into a grade 9. These will go to a grade 8, but a grade 9 very shortly. Just need a bit more mana. There we go. Grade 9. So I need 40,000 mana. I think I can get that eventually. Oh, that's a lot of giant waves. That's going to make this part tricky. Dang, this is really a lot of giants. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's more giants than I'd like to see. But I'll tank these hits. That'll be fine. Let's upgrade this, and then combine it here, make a level 11 gem, and still lose anyway. That's fine, whatever. I didn't want to win this level. 115k on the XP is fine. I missed. Whatever. Okay, another corner fragment. I think the game is just mocking me at this point. But it's a good one. It gives me XP and mana to start. Adaptive camera. So, no, these all are good. Yeah, it's gonna be the same as this one. So, goodbye. All right. So we're skills-wise, 422. I'm going to put another one to traps or into poison. What would I want? I mean, this is going to cost me less. Let's do 2 more into here, so we're at 24% increase. Yeah, we'll do that. And we'll drop to here. So we got a new battle trait. This is Adaptive Carapace. After each shot taken, monsters gain 0.5% damage reduction up to 10% damage reduction. This one is absolutely brutal because it doesn't matter what the armor is. It just cuts up to 10% damage no matter what you do. And so for regular Reavers and Swarmlings, it's not too big a deal because you should be killing them in 1 or 2 shots. But a giant is going to take a bunch of shots, so guarantee the giants by the end are going to take 10% damage reduction. I don't know if I'm ready for this one. I don't feel like it. I'd rather deal with these. These are I can handle these right now. But this one's really hard. It doesn't seem to reduce damage, or it doesn't seem to increase the damage reduction from a trap, but damage taken from traps will be reduced. I don't know if it reduces poison damage, so poison could puncture through this, but either way, I just don't want to deal with it right now. I'd rather just face the battle with what I know at this point. So 3 entrances, but 1 major path. I want everything to be after this entrance for sure. I eventually want to get rid of this monster nest, I think. So let's put a trap here. Let's see what we got at level 3. 44, 110. That's pretty good. Let's make yellow-red. So here's the thing about true colors that's really great. Notice that the percent chance and the critical hit damage have gone up. It should be 11% chance to deal 1.35 damage. So true colors not only makes the critical hits do more damage, it makes them more likely. Let's actually make this a level 4. So even with this being a dual gem, we still have a 10% chance. It would have normally been like a 6% chance. Yeah, 84% specials power. And 40% damage increase. So this is actually really good now. Let's make a second one that's going to not be a level 4. Because I want to save some for a second trap. Actually, hold on. Second poison trap, and then let's start Enraging Waves. With the low-level gem at first, just so I don't overwhelm myself, and also, I don't have to spend too much mana otherwise. Let's duplicate this gem and put it here and start attacking this structure. Alright, upgrade that. Oh, not enough mana. Now there is. Alright, this should go up to level 4, just to make sure we have enough. Then, duplicate. Shrine appears in the battlefield? Sure, hopefully it's a good shrine. Duplicate that. Alright. This should be a level 4 as well, because it'll actually do some damage to the monster nests. I'll eventually move it over there, destroy this one just for the XP. These should be at a higher level. Somebody's killed a little bit earlier. I think I need these to just be at a higher level. This should be enough to handle what is coming my way for a while. Enemy stop healing temporarily. That is not very useful. It does do some damage, but like, that's a pretty good amount of kills actually. That's pretty good. Maybe I'll use that then. Takes care of some swarmlings. Alright, and then I want this guy to be level 7. I'll need some more mana, and we're good. This should also be a higher level poison trap. Almost done with this monster nest here. Let's make that a level 6 gem. Let's get some of that going. This should be level 6, and then mix in a little bit of that. This is not extra 24 monsters. I think that's pretty good. There we go, level 7. Oops, probably not that much. Those giants are going to be a little bit of a pain. I think I upgraded them too much. That doesn't do enough to kill anybody, so that probably was not worth it. What if it was at level 3? That does enough to kill a few of them. That's good. And it gives them poison damage. So there you go. Level 7. 1300 poison damage. I'll take it. Boom. There we go. Everyone's at level 7. What's the marking here? Burns 5.8% of total mana when banished. Well, I don't want to banish him then. Drops 3 spawnlings. That is annoying, though. Let's do it again. There we go. There's an achievement for that. You know what? I could probably upgrade a couple of these. How about this? Will this get a few guys? That'll get a few guys. Level 7. This should be at level 7. 905 poison damage versus 1364. Can't win them all. But this at least hits everybody. These should be at level 8. Oh dear, what's the marking on these? Drops 3 spawnlings when killed. Yeah. Oh boy, this is a bit tricky. What's this? All enemies stop healing temporarily. So it's the same thing as before. It's not worth it. It's just not enough damage. Oh my god. Okay, I think we're fine. We're fine. Poison 111 frozen enemies? Okay. Alright. Whew. Alright, so let's mix these together into a tenor, and then hopefully we do well enough to get to level 11. We should be fine, as long as we don't have too many of these. Oh my goodness, these giants are crazy. Yeah, this is going to be annoying. Damn. Alright. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Just gotta make sure we get through those giant waves, so we'll be good. Almost there. There we go. That's fine. we'll never get this up to grade 12, so what should I do instead? Should I upgrade these? I don't know. Oh, mana shard, okay. I don't really want him attacking the mana shard, though. Good amount of XP, though. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Okay. Alright, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. It's over. That's fine. I'm happy with that amount of XP. That's good for a few more level ups. Alright, how many achievements? 121? So yeah, if we get up to 180, we can reset. And then we would lose 60 skill points total, but then once we regain those achievements, we would regain the 180, or however many, because we have some achievements that are probably worth 2 skill points. What are some locked achievements we could go for? Open a previously open Tome Chamber. We'd have to redo a level for that. Banish a monster at least 5 times. That's just going to happen at some point. Spend this on banishment. I could just try to suck really hard at a level. Deal a lot of gem monster stings. Freeze a monster 3 times. That'll eventually happen. This will just eventually happen. Build 30 walls. That's easy to do. Have no own buildings on the field at the end of the battle. That is certainly possible. Yeah, we have a few we can just go for. Build 45 walls. All right. Fill all the sockets in your talisman. I would need to get not cornered corner fragments, though. With talismans, fragments upgraded to their limit. That one is going to be harder to do. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Let's see skills-wise. 437. Let's drop another one here. You know what? Drop another 2. Let's go to level 10 on True Colors, so a 30% damage increase to all gems, just across the board. And then I'm going to put into Mana Stream to level 16. There we go. That keeps us above 400. Yeah, so I think my next goal is to get Mana Stream up to level 18. Fusion is going to be tricky. So the way Fusion works is that every increase of the skill is a 1.5% reduction in the first grade gem cost. Well, a first grade gem naturally costs 60, so that's a reduction of 0.9. So that's not even a reduction of 1. Now we've gotten lucky for the most part because the game likes to round things up or down, you know. So the first level went from 60 to 59.1, so the game said, well, that's closer to 59. But this means that every 10 levels, there's going to be one of those levels in which there is no reduction. And the first time that happened was between level 5 and 6. We went from 5 to 6 without decreasing the cost of the first grade gem. But because it's a multiple of 3, it increased the secondary ability, which was reducing the gem combination cost. So from level 5 to 6, there was a reduction in cost of higher grade gems because the gem combination cost. But from 15 to 16, there is no gem combination cost reduction, and the jump from 22.5 to 24% does not come with an actual reduction in price. So if I bring this to level 16, nothing will happen. I have to bring this to level 17 in order to notice a change, which I don't like. So I'm going to have to wait until I'm ready to bump this up several levels before I'm going to do it. So I'm not going to just bump it to 16 and move on, because that'll do nothing for me except waste some mana. So I'm going to hold on to this at 15 for a while, but that's okay. The gems, we're not really running into expense issues until we get to endless mode when we're doing really, really high level gems. But this will be better anyway. We'll get the mana faster. I think this will be fine. You know what? Let's get an even 400 skill points. Let's bring this to level 2. And where we should go next, for our next video, it's been a long enough video here. Fields A and B here are obviously going to be dead ends, because if we're looking at map hex tiles as letters, there's nothing before A and B. So where are these going to take us? There's going to be nothing over this direction. So unless the Spiritforge is here, these are dead ends. But that's okay. There's some skills here we want, so I'm actually going to go here. I think A for the next video, and then go to B after that, and then go up to D. I think that's how I want to do things. And then we'll have the choice between K and M, because both of them have, you know, much longer paths with lots of skills. But that's for several videos in the future. I'll think about it then. In the meantime, hey, thanks everyone for watching. This has been Gemcraft. I'm KeyofW. You've been whoever you are. And I hope you all have a good day. Bye.